All right. We had a network issue, not we, but the developer of the room. So I'm surprised there were people there. I guess maybe when I started it, everybody. Yeah, it wasn't Trade Ideas, it was the actual room. Look at HN. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's unfortunate. I took it off after having it on for a minute. Days it seemed. RUHN on the move here. Okay, so I see all my original log on, so I have to put in the guide just in case. So I always put this in the tech support area. Okay, things happened in tracking. So look at AIMT had a nice bounce. All right, guys. So I'm just a few things here. Market is the market right now is very choppy, up down so far. So a lot of things that I'm looking at. Little move here for the LXRX, not tremendous. This is on this on the watch. If you could ever take out this area right there. Yeah, so is I've actually, and I can't remember who the poster was. What I did was I actually put an exclude watch list in here, and the symbol list, following list. So I've from the watch list will appear here, and here, and here. You don't have to do that. I just decided I wanted to try that. No, for you guys yet. No, it's obviously I'm on a development build here, but yeah, it's kind of cool. You know, we're going to have more tabs. I think we'll have a news tab, something that'll get you probably to the news feed selection, and just make it a little easier as opposed to having to send to, etc. But we have the insiders, just kind of interesting. I don't care so much about the sell unless it's en masse, but you know, selling can happen for a lot of different reasons. You know, not stock that has any problem with the company, but you know, they might be sending kids to school. Who knows? Buying though, to me, once again, if it's selling, if everybody sells. Yeah, it does look good. Well, you can. This is exactly defined. Okay, so I mean, you want to add market. These are just the filters that I have. That's all. I just don't care about market cap, so I don't add it. But you know, the same thing. Search market cap, market. You know, show the column. You can do. This is just what I like to see. Care about market cap? No. I mean, I look at all I really have to know. But that's just me. Yeah, had a nice pullback. Yeah. I mean, it's still not bad. I mean, the original alert was, pulled back off the, moved all the way almost that high, 313. There isn't one now. I'm sure they're going to add a. No, the current. No, you're talking about the single stock window does not have a news tab on it. I'm just one. I think that's in the plans to add a news tab. Okay, having to right click, send web, and then you can pick your news source. We have a few here, or your custom. Go to a website you want to go to. I'm just saying that I think in the future there'll be another tab that will say news. Where it goes, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be user definable. I really don't know. But current, right click anything, a chart, any window, right click, web. And again, these are some of the ones that we have built in. You can go custom and go to a website that you want to go to. Then if you check, go back to Yahoo as an example. Go back to Yahoo and I check symbol linking. Then every time I click on an alert, it's change. Oh, wow, no kidding. RH. All right. I got booted out of the room. The network shut down. I was CYA10. It did not, so that one. Again, a boring down. So maybe looking at some of these new highs and new lows. Is maybe coming into, well, right at this, let me just see, can see the highs here. So the high right there is 314, so it's a little bit above that one. So, it takes out 314. What's the high there? Really, that's the left, 328. Takes that out. Look at room. Again, when I say that, I don't mean it's going to get it. If it clears that 328, which is the next high looking left on the week. Yeah, get into this area before I get in it again. All right, guys, I'm going to take my break. So again, before I do, if you want to follow, well, on the short side, it worked very well. You know, I know a lot of people don't like the short. The watch list worked very well. Follow along all day. New channel bar and the top here. All right, and then you'll stare at all day long. Yeah, DXC is now all-time low. 35.58, 30. Sorry, 30.11 is the all. Well, 30.11 is the all-time low. So it's 26 an all-time low. Very close. All right, about 12. Excuse me, 12:30 now. Again, top three symbols as I have them sorted in all my top list windows. So when it goes to a top, so right there, you see it's in the evening scan shared. So it's in the chart, next one and the next one, and then go on to another top list. Same thing. You can kind of sit back and kick back and see if there's. If you like something, you just go to the chart and it'll pause, move off the chart, click on a symbol, it'll stop, or this is just toggle on and off. 11 right, guys, I'm now back, and welcome back, Real. Keep an eye on the watch list up now. Okay, now that the market. Let's see what happens. I noticed that Coop alert at 10:23. AKRX looks like it's on the move here. It still has some room. Let's see what else. C is still underneath that 26. 10 is probably still way under 40. Close. I mean, the market, it is participated in the market rally. A lot of these now are going to be dependent on the market doing, so but 10 is getting awfully close. I mean, look at the void. Let's take a look at some of these other, look at the AI short. What's the Avaya doing? Yeah, they're all participating in this market bounce, even if they had bad news on. So that's an interesting one. SKT is not taking part on the short, so it is still hanging there. Coop is, man, I mean, what a nice, the Obalon, very active yesterday, of course, and valuation now today over the whole number. Another, look at the void dollars, but man, I mean and it's a low float. Gabrielle, are you in the room? If you're in the room, come into the off topic and let me know. I think I know what happened. Let me see. So when you're in the room. Not you, Vicky. No, she sent an email. I can help her in the room if she comes back in. Really is, it obviously dependent. But as long as the market continues to move like this, and it's over that 6, so take that 10, as long as the market, if the market starts drip 14, 10, it just had to do it. 10, obviously 14 will be a stop. If some drift down, if the market starts to drift, I'm out. And it looks like it's pretty. Using it as a watch list. If the initial trigger, and this might have kept going. Yeah, actually, this kept going. Just a second. Another email to answer. The list that I create, to real. No, if you have a list and you want, if you have a list, oh, you that and that's the issue. You see, the only reason people can see the list that what we call our global symbol list. Okay, you'll see a lot of though there will be some that global symbol list. But if you create a symbol list in your account, when you it's unique to your account. The only reason people can see this, I created it in sort of a special folder with. Guys, Obalon, Obalon, Obalon. Something from Lord. Just answer an off topic if you don't mind. I don't think Apple does it in Canada, does it? Anybody who trades? I know I'm Canadian, but I don't trade the Canadian exchanges. Does it? Thank you. Okay. What is ACB? What is a trade? What's a symbol on the TSX? Just maybe somebody must know. Just trying to answer. CA. Okay, thank you. So that's it. It doesn't. Thank you very much. A lot of them don't have the same symbol. And APLS continues its march down again. You know, this is from, oh, actually not 620, 26 now. Good ones from this list. This is sort of, we'll call it, in total experimental mode. Okay, not available yet. Yeah, look at that. Cinti just collapsed. The earlier ones, so the MGI, it had another pop back. Dean Foods doing. Yeah, it's still over 2. LCI, wow, when it did this, but LCI, that was my original trade for today. Certainly didn't marry it. All right, 10. Well, let's see if you can take out the. This to me is just as long as the market keeps moving a little, but I'm more inclined to probably scalp this a little bit. Okay, so Gab, I'm glad you're back in. Gab, I think what happened is, remember I was showing you here, and I haven't mentioned today. Anything I've been mentioning is off my watch list. And segments and all. Then you're going to see them all. I think maybe down your layout, you didn't save the changes. I don't know how you shut down. Reread your posting so I can. Yeah, so I'm not alluding up on your window. I have not really talked about any of the AI. So when you have all checked, you don't see this? Okay, so you're fine. If you're fine. I don't talk about the AI alerts from my watch list, okay? Because, again, not fair for those who pay for premium. They're going to talk about them live, then why would anybody buy premium? So why does my symbol look as, know what you mean by that? What, or I'm sure you meant what does my symbol look like? And so if you have a symbol list, for instance, I've got a symbol list attached. So you click on symbol lists and I have it in, I wonder if I save this save. It's not a symbol list. Okay. What is wrong with that? I don't know. Say, why does it look? You mean why does it look different from mine? That I don't know. If you the icons, like the floats, you're talking about the icons. Now, because this is going to be the new symbol list. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any icons either. But I'm wondering if it's just a matter of resizing it. Oh, okay. Yeah, just pull it. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's right. I mean, I should. This is going to be the new symbol list, guys, by the way, okay? What you do now, once you have everything set up, like that shouldn't happen tomorrow. All right, again, you can do it 2 ways. Cloud at least. You see, it's so much easier though, Gabrielle, to help you in rather than going back and forth by email, it's here. When you exit trade ideas, give it a name, entire layout, save, okay? So it's also save it to your computer, save. I do this also. and it'll overwrite the layout, which is fine. So you make change, overwrite everything. And then also when I exit tomorrow, when you load, you shouldn't have that issue at all. Well, when you don't have to, this is my recommendation. You should save each individual window to the cloud. Okay. Maybe one of the windows that you've got is getting a little stale. You don't save it to the cloud, and maybe you bring back one that you used to use. So that's why I save each individual window to the cloud. But if you save your layout to the cloud, once you've made the changes, off topic and you see what Real posted. I mean, my watch list is what I look at something else. You know, but as Real saying, you could have your own watch list, attach it to, you know, an alert window and by technology to track your own watch list. Okay, so Stan, this here, a symbol list, single stock window. No, you can't. It's because it's in. All you should really care about are the alerts. No, don't get too hung up on the watch list. You know, the watch list is huge. Don't get so hung up on that. All you should concentrate are what alerts were triggered from that watch list. Easier. I don't understand when you say you thought I mean, it does change. Change here. You know, if I go to configure and I say, you know, okay, instead of between 50 cents and 65, I say make the change. When I save my layout, that has changed. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I know I'm obviously trying to force people to use because, you know, I have tweak the filters that are in there, you know, every single day. Do too much, but you know, there's nothing that is perfect. It's not, you know, can be changed a little bit every day, even once or twice a week. So if you don't load, you know, you won't see those changes. The biggest difference we've got, not that I'm a big fan of it, but hey, an analyst ring more tabs. Other than that, I mean, it's not. There's no difference in. You know, you can add all the filters that you want. This. They asked me before, well, where's the market cap? Well, I don't care about market cap. As if people care about market cap, but you can still do the same thing. And you can add in any filter that you want here, but it's that will be added down the road. Now, did I miss CTL? Well, CTL is just 1346. So now the only problem with it is that. So it's the high 1357, but out and 1564 potential area. Just a moment, please. You know, I had the issue earlier this morning, not just the microphone muting, starting to mute on me, I swear, without my, you know. So when you load from the channel bar, my channel, you probably see your old single stock window, okay? But don't worry about that. You should see are these three. That's all you should care about. You know, you have the charts too, but you probably don't need them. But those are the key. The single stock window doesn't, this is going to be the new one. Okay, so that, I don't know when they're going to release the build with the new stock window, but so I wouldn't worry about that. But these are the three windows you. Yeah, it's funny. I still have, as you know, the paper trade, the paper swing trade. There it is, still that's from yesterday, and that other one, exactly because of JE. I don't know, 5 or 6 days before. But I just thought, you know, I'm gonna look at you have to keep some of these. One day it might pop. So that's things from, you know, the old evening scan. There are other aspects. Guys, it is wow. So here, Diplomat, big, what a big break for Diplomat underneath 6. What do we have? 417 breaking underneath 6. It's a messy looking weekly tails and bottoming tails, but you know, again, the break under. Yeah. Well, Cam, what happened? It's the mic in the room that goes out, not the mic that never goes out. So I don't have to worry about that. It's the mic. Yeah. Well, he had a network issue, but yeah. Anyway, I got to do the video, guys. So we'll see you. As Real would say, just cut out. We'll see you. All right, guys, let's see what is happening. I have the support meeting. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock, so I'll be attending that. Okay, so this CTL, the alert was at 1340. As I said, there's probably a little bit of resistance near term on this, so 1350. But if it does, I mean, look at the room it's got. I have a feeling that, yeah, there was a issue. I did not see that. If my charts weren't updating correctly or anything like that, I think what's happening now, and the reason I know, I just look at my real time here and, same price. So yeah, they are still working on it. Okay. Yeah. And I think we have 3. So you drew the short straw. All right. So that triggers, you get the alert price, the entry price, 30. Have the stop price, 30.34. And that's about it. Not much more. I mean, there are trades along the way. I to manually manage the trades if you're going to get the AI has a whole period on every stress. For argument's sake, let's just say the whole time on this one was 30 minutes and right there. So it's going to get out of the trade right there. Now, why would you do that? I mean, if you want to take some off here and then ride it up again. I'm not saying this is why I think it's better to manually, but that's there's not much more to it than that. Just wait for the will be optimized at the end of today. Once the market run through the optimization procedure, all 50 of them, and then tomorrow making the cut, meaning a profit factor of a percentage of at least 60 typically. Then you just wait. Anything else you want to know? I mean, risk on, explain that, but okay. So you have been affected by the server that went down today. I do apologize. It didn't affect me, but it has happened. Not a lot we can do. I'm not affected. I can see I've not been affected. I think it's just one server, as far as I know. I'm not affected. As an example, I look at the chart there. There's 382, so I know that price is right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I am not. Okay, what happened with the room, though, that was completely different. Developer of the room, yeah, the room went down. Say, hey, got booted out, and I got booted out, and I could not reload for a while. Well, and price alert, and the price went through it early, so I know I have been. The price went through it, and yet the line was still blue. So if the price, but I think I'm okay now. Zach, which one? Unfortunately, you must be on a server that is getting hit all. apologize. Not a lot I personally can't do anything, of course, half of the company, but all right, guys, very soon. Fine, I want to see my price alerts. I want to see if mine are working. I've got to find a fast-moving stock. Well, okay, so for instance, yeah, you're absolutely right. 31. This is 31.76 now. That says the current price. So you're right. Be careful today, guys. I mean, if you're gonna trade, I necessarily rely on these chart. I mean, the charts seem to be okay. 175. It is 31.75. So I cannot rely on the price alerts today. Okay. Don't know about the scans being affected. I'd have to wait. 30, 20, 30. I'd have to wait for a new one. I'm sure meeting, though it's marketing. It's not a tech meeting, but I'm actually just waiting for an alert to see if it is the real. Just be careful then, guys. I mean, that's all you can do. Well, this seemed to work. I just put an alert, price alert on Coop at 10:50. So it looked like the alert worked. The big thing, of course, is the price alert itself working. Okay, so RAD. My alerts seem to be working because I just got an alert for RAD at 7:50. Well, it's moving up now, but no, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. That might have been just very quick. Chart. Okay, guys. Well, the marketing meeting has started, so I will be back. Sometimes I don't know how. Everybody, I'm now back. Look at it on the monthly chart. You know, we've almost have a red bar ignored on the monthly chart. Here a little bit. No, you know what? I'll start to just bring up a new chart. So look at this. I mean, except for that right there, except for, of course, but look at that. The body is engulfed by that previous. I mean, so ignores any time frame out to us. So I mean, if it takes out 2641, you know, I mean, this has an incredible thing. It's going to get back up to $90, but yeah, that ADVM definitely didn't take it, unfortunately, but the ADVM, now could I have got it, but 790 was the alert now, so it's almost easy alert. When I saw easy, I mean underneath that 8, I'm sure he's there too, but what's the love doing? 1966. Yeah, the still up. The short alerts from the watch list, just sort of a digression from what has happened. Well, any red bar or green bar time frame, yeah. Now, you might say that again, it's topping tail above, but the last 3 months, something is happening with overstock. I'm not saying to take it. I'm just pointing that out. Just get used to, it's not just the 5 and the 50 guys and GBIs. And again, from AI 2.0 LKQ, so pullback, little pullback, and still moving though. My list today, and because I looked at this area here as probably being some pretty, probably shouldn't have though. On the Willie, it just looked like it was chopping around too much, but maybe I shouldn't have. It'll probably be added back today in case it has a continuation day tomorrow. Not PGTI. Now $1 off the alert, the list alert. Guys, what is the CTL doing? Had a big sell-off earlier in the morning, down to 12. Like this, look at the sell-off it had, and then it's just a big. Susie doing? I saw that earlier. It was just over that whole number. No. Rad. Deutsche Bank initiated sell coverage on, or they do. Initiate anything. Deutsche Bank right now. well, not pummeled, but I think it's time for me to do a paper trade to keep my interest here. So let's see, throw, it has to just be something that makes a little bit of sense. Let's do a paper, I'll do a paper trade on this one to show that you shouldn't chase. Of course, what happened, the stock kept moving down. Two of them, I think. I'm talking about. So I just paper traded 200 shares short of ADM right at 682. ENPH. Oh, this area here, probably. Then it's got a fair. In a stop price of 311. Had some issues. No, stop 311, stop price 311. So this is just a buy up. Okay. 311, if it how well it moves from there. See in the orders, stop. Yeah, not to be. I wish there was another phrase. Is it halted really? Sure. Yeah, it is halted. It's not showing up on my. Did it show up on your halts resumes? If so, pop that one. I must need an old one or something. Okay, I don't have it. I have no 2 or 3 weeks now. I probably need I don't know what I need. An earlier version. So oh, I see tattoo triggered. Not good. So we bought it at 311. So what I'm going to do is sell at 294. So that didn't work. Let me just do this. Up at 294. So we're in at 311. Just basically the low of that candle. Just is also interesting. We always say that, but it's also a good way to maybe test a strategy that you think is good. Just testing your strategy and just take the trades. Really, Johnny? Well, that can't be. Do that, but We'll see. Well, it's not dead yet. Move a little bit. This is definitely, I'm going to be following this one tomorrow. I'll go back, down to $8. Definitely, because look at the void here, guys. This could have a great. It came up here on the momentum up. You can see it right there. People were talking about it. What I was saying is that I had taken it off my I had it on my watch list, through all this, through probably all of this, or here. I think I might have had it here, and then it popped, and it just goes to show. Better to have strict filters in place. Obviously, it would have triggered, the relative triggered. Just have for me, I don't, as long as a lot of them don't trigger. That I don't know, Al. I mean, it has to be possible. Like new trading strategy put in here. The 8, like here's the exits. I'm just not sure. Trailing stop, yes. Up in. I don't see. Yeah, I'm not sure you can put that SMA in there. You can expand it, and maybe the stock. Not sure. I don't see it here. See that you can do that with the 8 SMA. But you can swing. I mean, you just leave it in there. It's just sort of what I've done with the JE. I've just left it in there. You can definitely swing. Yeah. To move any lower. Just so you don't chase these. I'm kidding, of course. If you're in the, it's a zero for you. Boy, I remember a couple of weeks ago with this LK. It was up every single day. Look at LKQ now. Still has some room on the monthly till about 34.50. Kind of a reason you could have taken it there. Not quite a chase. And that's for the play, right? GFI, Goldfields or something. Yeah, that was yeah, very active. When gold was, to be honest with you, not unless they have news on their own. They're just ETFs. So I'll move. Nothing's gonna completely. I just usually shy away from them unless it has specific news. It was doing that, and I said, yeah, precious metals. It's funny because not so much silver, but gold was trading counterintuitively because it was up. You would expect as the market is, moving high to be moving down. It's moving down as the market is moving higher. Well, there it is. There's doing, well, I'm not stopped out yet. All right, guys. Well, it's getting closer to, again, what I like to do around now is just, again, if you're late, welcome. This is the format every single day. When I start to share my screen, get live on the mic, and I go up to 3:30 Fridays. So if you are a subscriber and you want sharing a lot of scans, so all you have to do is either click on the choose what you want, or you can click on this Room Drive icon, look at, and scans that I share, download. And it'll at your leisure. Same thing with the links that I'm going to go over. All right, leisure. Subscription right there, subscription link you can use for 15%, 15% off, 50% off. 15% would be one today, DXC. Sort of an FYA, not bad either. We had some early, incredible percentage gains. You don't have, you can always try us out. Standard monthly, 118 less than 50, 28 less than 15%. That discount is only good for the first month. After that, if you maintain the subscription, it'll go to 118 or 228. In 30 days, we will honor the promo code, so you can go from standard to yearly. At the bottom here, these are 3 ebooks. For those of you who are trading, these are 3 ebooks that we created for you. The other on this to find out what the AI is all about. You can click on that link. That'll show you of the 50 plus what they're all looking for. Training Monday to Thursday, webinars Monday to Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern. These are all archived. Trade ideas, which is 4.2.8. Click on help and about. You can take out a demo right here. 115, 145 every day, and trade of the week sent to you before the market opens every. Brokerage Plus. Closer and closer to being able to release this to everybody. What I'm demonstrating right here is the paper trading module, real like live data. It's not, you don't need, so it doesn't matter. You don't need a broker to do this. If you want to actually trade, you'll need an interactive broker's account. And when you just click on a symbol, it'll, or reverse. You were long, now you want to go short. Next stage would be this. This is what most people, so you look at ENPH and you want to trade it. You can set, very simple to do. And I say, this is part of talk about my scan a little bit. You can access everything that I'm looking at all day long and click on Barry's windows. When you do that, these 3 windows, these 2 are once. Here you'll see it over and over and over again as it makes new ADVM as an example. You will not have your old one soon though. So I know if people have already, when I load your window or your channel, I don't see the same, I don't see this. That's our old single stock window. And so if you click on this at around 9 until 9:35, I have a 5-minute time delay on it. All day long, then load the channel at 9, well, load it when the market opens, and you can follow along all day long. And just for those of you to rate the channel. So this kind of blah, a lot better. Interesting. The market is up. This goes to show you sometimes you. So what I'll do at the end of today, once the market, and I'll make a determination. Do I want to watch this? Do I want to follow anything tomorrow? Basically, I click on every alert and I go through the daily, monthly, weekly. Has some room still, and if it does, then it makes the list for tomorrow. There'll still be a lot on this list that will be followed. Scan at the end of at 4:30. My other basically shows the strong and the weak stocks for the day, to give those stocks that will release earnings after the market closes 30 to potentially be in the scan. And I have a list of signals, alerts. I'll go through each one worthy of following tomorrow, and they get added to the list. Tomorrow I'll probably see some stocks that I think maybe should be followed. Add those to the list. So that's how tomorrow you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is load the channel and everything. You just have to follow along the alerts. I'm not saying, but you just follow along in the alerts, and 4 out of each list that could be pretty darn good. Oh, the simulator. Well, the simulator is not available yet, Joe. You would, when it is available, plus, and then this will load. But you will need another version of Trade Ideas that hasn't been released yet. Hopefully, so in the new release, hopefully you'll new single stock window. Yeah, I'll ignore it if it's and it's a big topping tail outside that candle. Sure, maybe that. And I will digress. Divergent philosophies. Because I just look at it if it's a red bar, if it's a green bar, ignore it, and then it closes, trying to bring it up, but the seller still knocked it down. No, only tenders, or the back tester, as we now call it, is part of the premium service. So closing the room. I'll stay later if there are questions. Well, no problem. I mean, that's why I'm here. How to use the product and also answer questions like that. I'm sure that I will be following 10 again tomorrow. A bit of a disappointment when it took out 14 a couple of times. But you have to just like the void here. Okay. Well, actually, it was okay. I guess the ADVM. No, that was a true. That looks like it was almost a true green bar ignored. What's the low of that? 680. Maybe real will call that a messy one. But again, I would look at that because it was a penny below, so it's not totally engulfed. But I like that topping tail. That to me easily counters a textbook green bar. You can say that then was not a real chase down. So that the short. Now, remember, this is paper trading, guys. So at 682, that's probably not, because this was already down 10%. It's possible, but paper trading is not going to be able to solve that. And somebody also asked me, I think yesterday, well, again, this module is not going to know if it's short and always tell. You know, I mean, so if you want to use it in the right way, you should check to see if it is shortable. Will be here. If I were connected, you'd see it right here. You'll be able to pick and choose where you want to go in. Behind, there we go. You know, I would just be using, I mean, this is base sales, okay? Now, that's not true. That is not, but in the simulator, no, because you're not connected to it. You're connected to our, let me back up. If you want to, when you're trading live connected to Interactive Brokers, you'll see the bid and the ask here. But, you know, all we're doing is relying on our live data, so which is not showing the bid and the ask. But I mean, it's basically, I mean, here. Yeah, but I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, especially if you look, for instance, you look at your bid and ask, okay, cent spread, go in at the market, no problem. Literally, you know, you just enter. It would, well, let me load another, you know, buy at market. You look at the spread and it's over. It's just a simulator. Or want. I rarely use market orders unless the spread is tight. If the spread's tight, it doesn't matter. I mean, what's a penny or two? Something. No, I'm not going to go in at market. I'll probably, within IB, try to do one of the midpoints. Use the filled in between if I really want it. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's what I'm doing really. With the tattoo earlier, right there at 311, and it triggered. Stop right there at 294. I'm rarely in a situation like that, but I'm rarely in a situation like that. You know, and anything that just, you know, all of a sudden just catastrophic was selling. I mean, so I mean, obviously, okay, I'll get out right now, I suppose, but I'm rarely in a situation. Well, again, Al, you don't have very many trades open at the same time. I'm really have more than 2 trades open at the same time. Rarely enough for me to just monitor them. You know, so I've got, believe me, I'm watching them. And so if I start, you know, I'll exit almost immediately. Yeah, well, this is, so yeah, this is either a bug or something, because I was able to place, the order just by putting in the, I didn't have to fiddle around with this, and it worked. If I can explain, see if it'll work. Let's say I want to go in at 220 or 219. What are we now? 216. Just buy, and I put a stop. Okay, so it worked. I have to fiddle around with the market. Okay, and I don't put 219 at the price. Also, I get a little. Looks like you want to execute this immediately. Is that the case? And in which case, it would have bought it immediately. Now let me do on the short side. Maybe I put it at 211. Let's see if that. So you see, it's, I don't know what to say. It seems to be, but sometimes a little. I mean, I guess the thing is, I mean, remember, we're paper trading. So, I mean, if it happens, and you get the little box, put the market price the same as the stop price, and then that won't. Most of the time, all you have to do is put the price. Let me see if I can get one. I can't believe I can't get one now. Nope. Now I can't get. See, and what happens is it goes into the order. You can always just cancel out. First boring day I've had in a while in terms of my watch. You get spoiled sometimes, you know. All right, everybody, it's almost 3:10. Are there any other questions? In just a minute, Real, I am responding. Okay. Okay, guys, so are there any? All right, and for supporting the channel. You know, the reason why a lot of people looking at the channel, so thank you, and I'll sort it out in terms of the naming, so thanks very much for. All right, everybody, I think that's it. I don't see any other questions, so starting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Have a great evening, everybody, and we 9 o'clock when I open the room, 9 o'clock Eastern time when I